Okay, we started a new day. You're Prince Juan? Indeed. And you're Judge Romulus, the corrupt wolf. I know what you did. You tried to assassinate the king. You shot the croque monsieur. And just moments ago, I saw you murder a maiden at the Palace de la Concorde. It's taken me a lot longer than I expected it would in the first place. I think I'm about 8.5 hours in now. It's, as you can tell, a visual novel. It's all about finding evidence and convicting different people in court and trying to find the guilty, trying to get innocent people freed and all sorts of stuff. It is interesting. The first week I played for almost 5 hours, and for the next week my throat was just so sore. You truly are a vile individual, aren't you? Yeah. As if you have any proof for any of that stuff. I'm out of here. I also know that you're one half of the Viridian killer. What? On any other day, I will gut you right where you stand, Fox. But as it happens, I'm a little busy today. Oh, the Viridian killer is too busy to kill me? Is that the truth, or is that bullet wound of yours starting to affect your prowess? You must have lost an awful lot of blood. What do I do? Oh, hello, Monsieur Volps. Ah, Monsieur Sparrow. Perfect timing. Who now? Oh, you're that fledgling. I guess this is what they call being stuck between a rock and a hard place, huh? Monsieur Sparrowson, be a dear and help me restrain the Viridian killer. This guy? He's the Viridian killer? He looks more like Judge Romulus to me. Well, you would be right about that too. Wow, so he's two scumbags in one. Alright then. Ow! Mind the wound. Quit your whining, Your Honour. Very nice. Take down, Monsieur Sparrowson. You may want to check his pockets for weapons. He is something of a notorious killer after all. Of course. Let's see what we've got here. Aha! Here we are. A pistol. Probably one used to kill the maiden, I suspect. What else can you find, Monsieur Sparrowson? This an eye patch. Weird. What would this wolf want with an eye patch? Oh no, this is bad. Very bad indeed. I don't get it. What's wrong with an eye patch? There's no time to explain, Mousy. What is it, Monsieur Volps? What is it? Take this eye patch to JJ Falcon. If my fears are correct, he'll be somewhere around the Palais Royal right now. Tell him that this belongs to Remus' brother. Hurry now. Right away, Monsieur Volps. Right away. I must go too. I need to find the other half of Viridian killer pair before something terrible happens. Wait, Monsieur Volps. What am I supposed to do with this guy? You have his gun, don't you? March that wolf to the nearest police station and collect your reward for capturing Judge Romulus. Cool. What a strange day. So, Judge Romulus was the judge in one of our past cases. He was so unprofessional and wanted to rush the case and everything. After the case, he was proven to have got his judge's credentials falsely, and he had to go into hiding. And ever since, the police have been trying to find him to arrest him. So, what a strange day. Outside the Palais Royal, the rebels have constructed a makeshift barricade out of furniture, branches, rocks, and anything else they can find. From behind the wall, the rebels taunt the police and royal guard with chants. I'm growing impatient, pig. Confess your crimes. I have nothing to confess, you filthy rebel. You and all your rebel friends, however, should confess to 1,000 counts of treason and public disorder. I will see each and every one of you hanged for your flagrant disregard of the law. Your stubborn attitude is disgusting. A few days ago, you were seen at Les Hall's Witnesses saw you murder a beggar in cold blood. Today, a friar has just testified to seeing you murder a girl, again completely unprovoked. I don't know why you continue to plead your innocence. But it doesn't matter. I don't need a confession to know that you're a killer. Madame Beaumont, stop. The inspector didn't shoot that mademoiselle. Keep your beak closed, Falcon. I'm done listening to your suggestions. This policeman is as guilty as every other monsieur in the decrepit justice system. It's my duty to execute him. Madam, Falcon has uncovered some pretty convincing evidence. I would recommend that you hear him out. Please, just give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes and I can convince you of this inspector's innocence. 5 minutes is precious in a time like this. I can't afford it. What if you're wrong? Are you willing to see another dead innocent? Thank you, madame. Having my life saved by the Viridian killer? How humiliating. Quiet, pig. Your life is mine until I say otherwise. Okay, so first of all, let's recap on what Friar Remus had to say. Wait, where is the friar? He's a key witness to this crime. He scarpered as soon as he dropped the inspector off. Said he had some business to attend to. Business? Man, oh man, those barricades are looking pretty scary. But I mustn't fear, for I am a brave duck. I am the great officer Beck, handsome, intelligent, strong, truly a fearless hero who will be remembered for... Hello, officer. Ah, you scare me, monsieur. Monk? Friar, actually. Friar Remus. Listen, officer. I have something of great importance to tell you. I was just passing by the rebel camp and I overheard a conversation. Oh, this sounds good. Do go on. They said they were going to launch an assault very soon, and when they do, they're going to rain hellfire on the palace. Oh no! It's just as I feared. What'll we do? It's simple, officer. As soon as you hear the first gunshot, you need to retaliate. Hit them with everything you've got. Every cannon, every rifle, every piece of artillery. Don't leave a single piece of barricade remaining. This is the only way you can be sure to survive. Ah, total annihilation. I like it. But Friar, I'm confused. Aren't you a Christian? Yes. So what? I don't know. It's just that your idea doesn't seem very Christian-y. Ah, I see. You think this is a moral issue? Let me tell you a secret, my dearest duck friend. There is no God, no overarching morality or higher plan, no heaven to save the righteous or hell to punish the sinners. That does not sound like a Christian talking. There is only you, your artillery, and 10,000 rebels who want to dine on Peking duck tonight. Understand? That's an awful lot to take in. Then let me simplify. It's you or them. It's me or them. Forget about the Friar Falcon. We all remember what he had to say. Present your case based on what you can recall. Okay, I will. But you may want to wipe that mouse off your shoulder first. Sorry, wipe what? Oh, it's you, Mousy. Monsieur Falcon? Monsieur Falcon? Special delivery from Renner Volps. Thank you, Mousy. What is this? An eye patch. It was found in Remus Brothers' clothing. Remus Brothers? This is an eye patch belonging to Judge Romulus. That's interesting. Where is Romulus? There's no time, Monsieur. Just take it. Take it. I have to run, Monsieur. But you have to do your best, Monsieur. Volps and Sparrowson believe in you. Sparrowson? You've seen Sparrowson? How is he? There's no time, Monsieur. Good luck. Are you quite done, Falcon? Very much so. Let's begin this trial. Okay, so let's remember what the friar said. Select a statement to question. The friar said that the girl was approaching the police line at the time of the shooting. Why would she do that? We should be asking why the girl would do such a thing. It doesn't make any sense. Perhaps she wanted to hurl insults at the police. Perhaps she just wanted directions. I have no idea what her intentions were, but in any case, her death was the outcome. That's why we must focus on. That's what we must focus on. Do you have another question about the police line? Yes. This didn't occur near any police line. Now, as I recall, the main police line was at the entrance of Tuileries in the Place de la Concorde. That's around where we were waiting. But this incident didn't occur there. It was a good 50, maybe 100 meters away. So what? So what? It's a severe discrepancy in the friar's account of events. Maybe there was a police line, but it moved. Maybe the friar was mistaken and it was just a single officer. Does it really matter? Yes, it matters. It matters hugely. It impacts how we view the narrative of events. How exactly? Elaborate. Well, if it were just a single police officer, then it would be a more private confrontation, and well, yeah. Madame Beaumont scowls. Sorry, Falcon, I don't buy it. An innocent being killed by a policeman is an innocent being killed by a policeman. The friar got some details wrong, but the overarching crime remains. We must stay focused on that. Do you have another question about the police line? No. The mademoiselle was approaching the police line with her hands in the air, when all of a sudden the brute of a police inspector yelled, "Get back, you filthy rebel." He drew his gun and shot the bird, point blank through the chest. He did shoot the murderer did shoot a gun, but not through the chest. Friar Remus claimed that the girl was shot point blank in the chest. She was shot in the back. The girl was clearly shot in the back. I know, I remember seeing the bullet wound from far for myself. But that's quite a glaring inaccuracy in the wolf's testimony. It is an inaccuracy, but it is an irrelevant inaccuracy. Does it really matter if the girl was shot in the front or the back? Either way, a girl died at this pig's hands. It does matter. If the girl were shot from the front, then this might indicate a police confrontation turned ugly. But if she was shot in the back, then what? This could indicate that someone targeted and assassinated her before she could even react. That doesn't paint the inspector in a particular flattering light, Falcon. Madam, you're missing the point. A shot to the back breaks the currently established narrative. The girl was targeted and murdered in a stealthy professional attack. Therefore, this was not an ordinary police confrontation. You've made an assumption, Falcon. You've assumed that just because the girl was shot in the back, she must have been stealthily killed. There are other possibilities. Perhaps the girl was scared by the police, started running away, and was shot in the back as she fled. That scenario isn't possible. If the girl were running away, then she would have been at least a couple of steps away from the killer at the time of the shooting, right? Right. But I know that the killer was standing right behind the victim. They were less than 1 meter apart when the gun was fired. They were standing that close? How could you possibly know that, Falcon? Bloody handprint. We saw a bloodied handprint on the girl's shoulder. What do you make of that, madam? Well, I assume that any blood stain would belong to the victim. A mark made with the girl's dying breath, perhaps. No, it was the print of a left hand on the girl's left shoulder, near her upper back. The angle and positioning of the print indicate that it could only have been caused by another person. That's why I'm so certain that the killer was right behind the girl at the time of the attack. I see. That's quite a theory. But Falcon, you've left an important question unanswered. Why was the handprint bloody? The print was made with the victim's blood, yes? So it can't possibly have been made prior to the shooting. The killer must have wiped his hand on the girl's clothing after she had already died. And if that's the case, then my suggested scenario is still possible. The girl may have been running from the police when she was shot. No. I'm still trying to work out the details, but I know that the print was made prior to the shooting. Maybe the shooter was injured and his hand was already covered in blood. You talk big about breaking the established narrative, and now you present me with that baseless drivel? Well, where do we go from here? How does this handprint nonsense really affect the situation? Heh. Do you find something funny about this situation, Inspector? I do. The whole trial is patiently absurd. It's an animal court through and through. But there was something particularly funny about that last exchange. You were both so focused on when and how this handprint was made that you missed the larger picture. I don't have a left hand, you idiots. I couldn't have possibly left that mark. Oh, right, of course. Well, madam, what do you say to that? Maybe the handprint came from an accomplice, or maybe it had nothing to do with the incident, or it feels good to see someone else speculating wildly for a change. Okay, fine. I don't have a solid explanation. I must concede that it's possible, maybe even likely, that the person who left that mark was the murderer. Therefore, as much as it pains me to say it, I must concede that the inspector probably did not shoot that girl. So that's it. The inspector is off the hook. No, there's still the matter of the incident at Les Halls. What incident is this? I know nothing about it. Huh. As if you don't know. A beggar rat was shot and killed in Les Halls a few days ago. The attacker was described as a schooling police officer who wore an eye patch. Sound familiar to you? Go on, Falcon. Explain the pig out for this one. Until 5 minutes ago, I was at a loss. But I was recently presented with a piece of evidence that makes the answer all too clear. This was a false flag operation. False flag? Explain yourself, Falcon. Eye patch. Madam, do you know about Remus's twin brother, the man known as Romulus? Not much, only that he was forced to flee the country by the oppressive government around a month ago. That's a half-truth, madam. You see, it is correct that Romulus is being hunted by the police, but I've had the suspicion that the wolf was lurking in Paris itself, although I never managed to find definitive proof of this. Anyway, it turns out that my suspicion was well founded. He was recently apprehended, I think. You think? I don't know the details, but it doesn't matter. What's important is that a reliable friend found this on Romulus's person just moments ago. An eye patch. Romulus was perfect vision. Has perfect vision. Why would he need something like this? There is only one plausible explanation. It is part of a disguise. Something to conceal his identity and make him appear as someone else. Yep. A disguise? You're saying that Romulus shot the beggar rat just to frame this police inspector? Exactly, madam. It's no coincidence that Friar Remus happened to find the very same inspector just as another murder occurred today. So Remus was in on it too. Two wolves working together to make this policeman look like a murderer. But why? Why would they do that? To rile you up, madam, to make you lust for violence. And if your actions today are anything to go by, I would say they succeeded. Damn, I've been so stupid. How did I let myself get so misled by a couple of wolves? This trial is over. Go, Inspector, you're free. It's about time. You're letting him walk, ma'am? Of course. It would be criminal to confine an innocent man any longer than necessary, even if the man is a bitter, stubborn pig. Falcon? Yes? I don't understand you. You're stupid, you're reckless, but you fought beak and talon for my freedom. I'm starting to suspect that you really aren't the Viridian killer at all. It certainly took a long time to pass that fact through your thick skull. Inspector, if you're still hunting the Viridian, hunting that villain, maybe you should speak with Renard Volps when this is all over. I mean, I hear he's been doing some research into the Viridian killer. Maybe he knows something. Maybe I will. Madam, it appears that your gang of rebel filth don't intend on assaulting the palace anytime soon. I'll relay that information to the artillerymen. Maybe we can keep a peaceful standoff going until this blows over. Thank you, I appreciate that. All of you, stay out of trouble. So, what happens now, ma'am? We're going to continue our protest, peacefully. We're going to stand here, chanting and shouting until the Prime Minister and the King both step down out of sheer humiliation. It might take days, weeks, but if we manage to change this country without one more person being harmed, then... Well, look who returned. Madam, I just saw the police inspector strolling out of here, unharmed. Why did you let him go? That's simple, Remus. We all had a discussion. Ooh. And we came to the conclusion that I had been misled by a couple of wolves. Oh? How many lies have you fed me, Friar? Just how much damage have you done to further your own goals? Did you help your brother kill the beggar rat in the halls? Did you watch the girl die by the police Palace de la Concorde? Now that I think about it, even the Croque Monsieur's death was surrounded by details that made little sense. I don't know what to think anymore. You know that this guy's a scumbag. At least, ma'am, I say shoot him. Piero's right. We won't judge you for killing this man, madam. It's the least I deserve for my sins. Go ahead, madam. Don't do it. What are you waiting for? Pull the trigger. Do it. Don't. Falcon, you have proven yourself as having clear judgment. What do you say? Let him live. Madam, you know what the right thing to do is. Show us what kind of leader you wish to be. You're right. I said that this will be a bloodless revolution, and I can't make any exceptions. Not even for a monster like this wolf. Wow, this is amazing. Completely unprecedented. You've buckled all of my expectations, avoided every temptation, and opted for an option that shouldn't even exist. Well done, madam. Well done, Falcon. You have demonstrated the power of pacifism in its purest form. But unfortunately for both of you, I'm no pacifist. Everyone, get down. Uh-oh. Suicide? Shooting himself in the head. What a loony. Hardly a surprise that the wolf would be too cowardly to face a real punishment. This isn't right. It's not the solution I wanted either, Falcon. But I can't say I'll mourn the friar's death. No, that's not what I meant. I meant that it doesn't make sense for him to kill himself so abruptly. And that comment of his, it was almost like, I think we need to get out of here, all of us, right now. Falcon, what are you talking about? That guy. Ah, that was a gunshot, really close too. I can't afford to hesitate. It's me or them. Officer, hold your fire. No way, I can't afford to take chances. It's me or them. It's me or them. Fire every cannon. And this is exactly what they wanted. Can anyone hear me? Piero? Fontaine? Hello? Anyone? I'm here, madam. Falcon? Huh? Of all the people, I think I made a mistake, Falcon. Where did I go wrong? Was it when I lost my temper over seeing that dead girl? Or was it earlier when I shot that prosecutor? Or was it earlier still when I first listened to that monstrous friar in the first place? I've made a lot of mistakes. We've all made mistakes, madam. Most people's mistakes don't spark bloody revolutions. Can you move, madam? I don't think so. Give me a minute. I think I can clear some of this rubble. Okay, with this new day, it means it's saved for me. And we are doing some research for someone. I've got a question mark place, which is the only place I can go to. If there is other places I can go to, it comes up with a big list here. If that side gets full, it starts going up on the right. Dear Monsieur Volps, I am writing to you from the Railway Express. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Modern technology truly is amazing. I've decided to take your advice and have gone on vacation until things settle down. The King fleeing to Britain, the Second Republic taking over, it's all crazy stuff. Anyway, before I left, you asked if I knew what happened to Falcon. Well, I got my hands on a copy of the official police report, and it says that Falcon died during the attack on the barricade. Really? Falcon is our character. Okay. But it also says that the police didn't find a body. Same as Leone Beaumont. Weird, huh? Rumour is that he was probably blown away by cannon fire. But that doesn't sound right to me. The Falcon I knew was tough and intuitive. I think he found a way to escape and survive. So, in my opinion, he's still out there. It's possible, isn't it? Anyway, I should wrap this letter up because I'm about to reach my stop, Vienna. I'll let you know how Mademoiselle Sign's parents are doing. Maybe you should come pay a visit sometime. Send my regards to Mousy. Yours sincerely, Sparrowson. P.S. I see a person selling... Don't know what that is. What is it? P.P.S. Delicious, that's what. A game by Sketchy Logic. Don't tell me I was at the end. Based on characters and art, J.J. Granville. And the compositions of Camille Saint. This looks like the credits. Well... I will let the credits roll. I had absolutely no idea I was so close to the end. I should have looked it up. But then at the same time, I couldn't really look it up as I was finishing the stream last week. You have reached the end of Route C. Fraternite. The ending you received was determined by the decisions you made in Chapter 3. Try tackling the trial in the catacombs differently in order to see a different ending. Thank you for playing Aviary Attorney.